Yeah. So we're going to start like 3 minutes early because Nelly the God, just
Thank you,
what a
Nelly.
kind soul you are. But thank you so
Man,
much for rating us with your nearest and dearest. Hope your stream was good.
you know it was. It's a Nelly stream. You know it was great.
Can't be
But
bad.
yeah,
Can't
we
possibly be
are.
bad.
So this guy over here and this guy over here is going to start this stream up how we always do. How do we always start? Lightstar 777.
Tears, crying, regrouping, coming up with a better plan. Oh wait, no.
This is how we start Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War.
You say things. I put up cute little gifs I came up with.
Hello, Summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War. I am the Aztec Olmec.
There he is. That's him.
The host worthy, the very hospitable Aztec Olmec.
Hospitable.
But it wouldn't be a proper episode.
Would not.
If I didn't have the gracious Lightstar 777 with me.
Say it again.
Gracious. Very gracious.
You know, speaking of gracious,
what's up?
You know, again, thank you, Nelly, for the raid.
Again.
This is fixing to be a very fun night.
Yeah, 100%.
Nelly enjoyed the say it again. Say my name. Heisenberg. You damn right.
Thank you, Nelly. Really appreciate it.
We're also going to have a special guest in addition to Nelly coming and hanging out.
Of course.
We are fixing to have Hiroshin come and join us on the stream tonight. So
absolutely.
We are looking forward to that. So yeah, and we are going to just, babble a little bit beforehand because, we were, what? How are you, Aztec? How you doing, bud?
Aztec Olmec. I'm referring, for the rest of the night, I'm just going to refer myself in third person, like the Hulk. Aztec Olmec. Fine, good, fine, very good, very, very fine. Very good.
No, I get that.
Honestly, I am doing great. Like we said, we have our special guest tonight. Hiroshin is going to be coming on stream in maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. I got some wonderful Genshin luck, and I may splash out on a pack or two.
Oh,
I mean. There's so many packs. There's the Halloween transmogs. There's another 5-star pack. And I just have to shout out all of our listeners in Australia. I am rocking my Townsville Suns jersey that I got way back. They're the Townsville Gators now. But I am rocking the throwback Townsville Suns NBL jersey just for all of my listeners, well, all of our listeners in Australia. So for everyone down, and yes, we're talking to you.
Having some macas? we love Australia. My brother-in-law and his wife live in Brisbane, and I love Australia. Very cool place. Very nice. Love the food.
One of our Discorderlies that constantly shows us so much love is from Australia also. So
he's cracking bit fun.
So you know who you are. But anyway, yeah. Also, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Because I see that you are rocking the official, Leonard Nimoy.
Yes, the science
Star
officer,
Trek science officer.
Sure, of course. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thank you.
Somebody got some A's in their classes, so I just want to give you a big, huge shout out.
Thank you.
My man Lightstar 777 got 2 A's in his class, and if I would be remiss and a really bad friend if I didn't shout you out for all that hard work.
I appreciate
because
that.
hard work is the key
right?
To all your dreams.
For those that don't know, and may be new to the stream, I started my workplace will pay for a degree, so I started a game development and programming degree. So
why not?
Why not let them?
If you're a gamer,
give monies for me to pursue a passion.
If you are a gamer, why not develop games? Big shout out to, I'm gonna butcher your name, but Jacob Dwinzel, developer of Midnight Fight Express, who's developing a lot of it by himself. So hopefully one day we'll be able to play some games that Lightstar 777 has worked on also. I think that'll be fun. I'll be your first beta tester for whatever you produce, my man.
You are too kind to me, my friend. Too kind indeed.
So we got topics.
We do have topics.
We are going to talk. Oh, wow. Someone had some Genshin luck, too.
I just noticed Hiroshin didn't have access to the channel we're in, so I went and fixed it. See, you know what? Nelly, he'll test it. It's going to be a game where you just backflip and you're incredibly awesome all the time and good looking. Oh, it's basically Nelly and you. Yeah.
Yeah, if you say include yourself in that also. But awesome that Hiroshin is about to step up and step into the room.
Really appreciate. I gave him permission anyway, so now he can actually make it here. It's a rookie mistake, but here we are.
No problem. So we get to talk events. We get to talk. There's a new, I guess, banner. I guess we could call it a banner. Summoners War doesn't really have banners, but they just have a new pack. A new pack, I should say. For 5 stars. So if you need another 5-star. This might be a good chance for you to grab one. I think there's a Splendid Blessing inside this pack also, which is just, the Master Summoners pack. So, you get a Splendid Blessing, you get 6 Legend Runes, you get some reappraisals. If you want to shell out $99.99, which is steep, which is up there.
Shell out $99.99.
There's still the Totemist update special pack, which is great. Besides fusing your Totemist, have you pulled any Nat 4s and Nat 5s of interest?
Weirdly mean to Nelly just now. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry. There you go.
Oh, can't be mean to Nelly.
I know. I told it no.
That's one of the gods right there.
Yeah, Rashi Boshi, I set that all up in the beginning of the day. I never really looked back after I set the permissions, like, the savage that I am at times, so.
Savage. But yes, there are packs. If you want to go broke, you can absolutely do that with the Transmog packs, the Master Summoners pack, and the Totemist update pack. So please don't go broke. Please pay your rent first. Please take care of all your bills before you splash out on Summoners War.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
pay your rent first. What an interesting theory.
Novel concept, right? Please take care of your bills before you splash out. However, if you are all set with all of your other finances and you want a Nat 5, you have 20 days to purchase a chance at a good Nat 5, because some of us have Nat 5s that aren't that good. But are good, but you never know. But you never know who gets a buff. So think about it. Sekhmet was okay for a long time, but then she got a buff very recently. So
Rashi Boshi has a game plan. He's liquidating his assets before financial rearrangement in his life. See,
what I love, big shout out to Rashi Boshi, because he had a quote from last week. He was like, "I don't spend money on Summoners War today." Love that. Love that. Love that. But we have some other things to, of course, our Genshin luck, which has been pretty good. We have we haven't had a second awakening in a while, so we're going to do some theory crafting about who or what the next 2A was going to be. And I just want to get a report from Lifestar of how he likes his totemist. He put in so much work and thought it was too much work last week, but it was just the right amount of work to get his totemist. And just want to know how he likes our new unit,
So
our new
far,
unit to the.
so far,
Mm,
very good.
excellent.
I need to farm some more runes to build them up because I'm not willing to part with the runes I have.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Where do you use the totemist the most?
So far nowhere. So, like I
Awesome.
said, I just haven't built them yet. So they are still definitely work in progress level. So, um,
Got you.
but I did. They haven't been awoken yet. Yeah. So I mean, they're definitely a work in progress, but I do see potential for them to fit in a role here and there. Like, I mean,
Awesome.
definitely, like, they're durable. They're like,
Yeah.
you know,
And just so you know, the exclusive summon or exclusive summon
yeah,
report.
yeah.
We
Future
like to
RTA
report
with Aztec. That's the goal. That is the goal.
absolutely. So this week we have good old Mo Long, the scourge of Island Grown, because he didn't have one for a long time. Of course he has one now. Looks like Fire Hell Lady and good old Wind Dragon round
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I'm definitely going to be throwing down my exclusive summoning stones for Jameer. I once had to choose between a Jameer and a Ciara, and of course I made the intelligent decision and I got Ciara,
Right.
which then incurred me summoning 2 more Ciaras within a month of that day. So
Can I tell you? I mean, you know the story, of course, but can I tell the crowd a similar story about one of our favorite events, the pick your own 4-star event,
I love
and
that. I love that.
the only way I was able to get a water chakram dancer was through that event. I don't think I had any of the twin. No, I did have. I lucky enough to get the light boomerang, and I think I
Yep.
got the light chakram from Hall of Heroes.
Right. Yep. That event
But
that we
regardless,
had.
I had the water boomerang forever and did not have a water chakram to hang out with. So, I chose one as per the for choose your 4-star event. Now this is this is like 2018. This is no time recently. So right after I choose, good old Talia, guess what happens? I think I get 4 Talias like within the same week. So this is a person that didn't roll Talia at all, had to wait for an event to get her, and then the floodgates were just open
Yep.
for water chakrams. So
Which is
I
how we
understand.
roll. That is how
That's
we roll
just
here.
how we roll around here.
Um. Haroshin. Look, there he is.
Excellent,
Look at those
excellent,
Molongs.
excellent.
Yeah, so I've had that luck too. I have had monsters that I, was waiting for the longest time, or I couldn't get a
Yeah.
dupe of to save my life, and yeah, they
Oh yeah, we're on channel 66 if you want to join us. In
yeah,
the
yeah,
chat,
yeah,
in the in-game chat if you would like to, of course. But yeah, we hang out in channel 66, during the streams so that we may get some in-game chat nonsense going on also.
right, right.
So why Jameer? Why the wind dragon for you?
I haven't seen anything in a while that made it worth me taking the chance, and if I get any of the other two from this exclusive summoning, I wouldn't hate it. Like, I
Right.
think it would be a fine addition to the storage defense force for either of those.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, do you want to talk some Genshin, or do you want to do some theory crafting, or would you like to? What do you want to do?
You can talk about literally anything to me, my friend. I'm going to make sure I can get Hiroshin in here. So,
Oh, Yeah, so as you're setting up, for our special guest, yeah, I had some ridiculous Genshin luck. I was able to pull Tartaglia. I got a C1 Tartaglia, which is awesome. For those that don't know, if you pull more than one copy of a character, you're able to strengthen them, kind of like in Summoners War with Devilmon, or with, um, with skill ups if you have the identical unit. It's somewhat similar in Genshin, but you get things like called constellations, which just give you buffs for your character and skill ups and just better overall performance. But I was able to get a C1 Tartaglia, which is awesome. And after that, I was just started rolling on the weapon banner, and I was able to get a Polar Star, which is his best in slot weapon. I was able to get a Skyward Pride for Eula, who was my main girl, my main DPS. Um, it's not great on her, but it just looks super cool. It is great on Noelle, who I've just built, and she's my shield tank basically. So super happy about that. I got two more constellations for Fischl, who is a one of my day one characters. But yeah, man, I was rolling 5 stars left and right, 5 star weapons, 5 star characters, and I do see the man, the myth, the legend, Hiroshin.
It worked. I did a thing and
Hello,
it
hello.
worked.
What's up, guys?
You did
How
a
you
thing.
doing?
What's going on, Hiroshin? How are you?
Not too bad. How are you guys doing today?
We
Great.
are we are so much better that you're here.
How's
You know,
my audio? Everything okay? I sound all
Your
right.
your audio is nice and high, nice and crispy. We can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect.
Welcome to the show. Really appreciate you.
I'm always
It was a
intrigued because Hiroshin always mentions me by name, and he asks me to come to his streams to find out what he mentioned. So it's always a good time.
100%.
Man, that clickbait title, it
Oh,
works wonders, I
dang
tell
it!
you.
Dang it! It was clickbait. I knew this.
It works wonders, I tell you.
At least my rich uncle in Africa never let me down.
You turn the light star up a little bit.
Awesome. So I met you at the Summoners War meetup event, which is kind of redundant, but regardless, it was awesome meeting with you. And of course, I jumped in a couple of your streams, and just want to really appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us. And
Oh,
dude,
the
your
lighting
background is sick. Like, the sickness of this background. I mean, I know some of you are going to listen to the podcast, but there are all types of things. There's all types of Summoners War swag. There's some gorgeous lights. I'm just going to set the scene for you folks.
I believe it's called lit. It is lit.
Literally. It is.
RGB is a problem for me. I have it on everything. It's a little ridiculous.
Nah, it looks great.
No, I'm going to join you by turning my one little light on. See, look at my microphone. All right, solidarity.
Liddy, it is Liddy. Excellent. So, if you don't know Hiroshin, you should. And he is just the just an awesome RTA player. And Lightstar and I are dabbling into some RTAs. So we would love any advice. Feel free to roast the heck out of accounts. I'm gonna show you some of the units that I would like to build, for RTA. But you gotta have, like, in my life, in Summoner's War and everything, I always have a plan to do something, and I don't have a good plan for my RTA teams. So hopefully I can get some help from. But just to introduce yourself, who are you? How long have you been playing? Who's your favorite unit? And what's one of your bucket list units that you don't have as yet? These are all Lightstar's questions that he just telepathically told me. Because we got the Vulcan mind meld going on.
We'll start from the top. Yeah, I'm Hiroshin. I stream on Twitch. I usually stream about 4 days of the week. I just had the opportunity of getting to work with Come To Us. I got to go to New York, which was really fun. I got to meet you there.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was really amazing. I had a really good time. It was my first Come To Us event. that I was invited to on that back end, right? I've been to every California event as a guest. Right. I've never been on the other side.
By the way, I love your dog. Just going to throw that out there. Please continue.
Yes, he is the best. I'm not gonna lie.
Introduce who's what's his name?
Well, he's gone now, but yeah, Suricone, my husky. He's actually where we got part of our name from. Was the pack. It started with a husky pack, but I'm a panda. So then somehow the emote became a panda, and then now we're just Heroes pack somehow. So things evolve. It just became that way.
I see the string though. I see it.
Yeah. Usually a lot of my stuff, most of my content, it comes from the community itself.
Excellent.
So it's just been kind of like an evolving little snowball that's been growing and growing. I'm grateful to be in the position that I've been in. It was amazing going to New York. It's been really fun working with Com2Us and getting all this experience and meeting all the people and everyone from the community. It's just been really amazing. So,
and how long have you been playing the game for? Since launch, or?
What's funny is we actually play a game. We play a game in my channel. It's called Whoever's Been Playing Longer Than Me is allowed to get a gifted sub. So I have actually been playing for 2,612 days.
2,612.
Which is pretty ridiculous because my start date is 9/10/2014, and official launch date, I believe, is June 10th, 2014.
Brilliant.
So I'm like 2 months off a start date.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Pretty veteran, I guess.
Oh, salute! Absolutely, you are a vet. 100%.
What
drew you to the game? That's I always ask. I'll tell you why Lightstar and I started playing. We used to play an old game on like PS1, PS2 called Monster Rancher. Hence the title.
I used to play Monster Rancher.
Oh, so you're familiar. Not too many people are familiar with Monster Rancher, and my PS4 actually broke. So I was looking for a game to play on mobile. Somewhat like Monster Rancher, and I literally Googled closest thing to Monster Rancher, and Summoners War came up. So, and of course, I'm gonna play with my good friend of 13 years. So I shot him a text with the link to the game, and we started playing together. But what was your journey? How did you get into Summoners War?
Honestly, it was a little similar. I wasn't very veteran in Monster Rancher. I played, I dabbled, and I was like, all right, I don't think this is for me, but I know what it is.
Gotcha.
What drew me into it was at the time, I think I was playing Final Fantasy. Not the online one, but just like a turn-based. Right. And I wanted something that was turn-based, but mobile, right? So that's what I punched in my phone at the time. And Summoners War came up. And you know what's really funny is I downloaded it, I played it, I probably played for like 8 hours. And I was like, man, this game is boring. All my monsters are like humans and like this stinking fairy. Like, where's all the cool monsters? I need like a dragon. I need something
demons or something like that.
He needs Jameer.
And I was like, dude, this is boring. So I played and I quit.
Yeah.
About 4 months later, my buddy's playing, and somehow he like magically had pulled this Perna.
Right.
Dang.
And bro, so it wasn't even like this was like way after, because I don't think Perna was part of like the original release monsters. I believe it was patched in. Gotcha. So it had been, some time had passed. We'll just say that. So of that time, he was playing, and then he showed me that, and I was like, "Oh, this game is cool!" So I re-downloaded the game, and then finding out I already had an account that had been created, and then I was like, oh, "I lost on so much time, so much time. Rest in peace. I'll never get it back." But since then, I haven't missed a day. I never stopped playing.
It's motivated you. See, it was that one thing that you needed to push you to thrive, right?
Well, that one motivator was I was like, I'm gonna be better than him. Like, he can't be better than me in anything. He's my buddy. He's my bestest bud. So I was like, he can't be better than me, right?
Trust me, we understand.
Yep. So I had to play catch up, and dude, I caught up. I will say today, we are still guildies. We are still buddies. We both play IRL, but I could beat the brakes off that one.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
As Nelly would say, clap those cheeks, Hiroshi.
Absolutely. Come a long way.
Yeah, that's very cool. I'm always interested in how people stumble upon not only the game but the community. Like this community is like I've of course played a whole bunch of other games, but the community for Summoners War is really like it's great. It's like I don't know how else to explain it, but it's really, really welcoming. How I think that's a better adjective than just great. But
like there's a lot of people, especially I think what attributes to it was the game's original like the chat system. Honestly, it had a really good chat system that people actually used, and you could communicate to each other. There is no other mobile game that had a full-blown chat system. So I think at the start of the game, that's what really kept it going and gave it a lot of momentum. Because there's a lot of players who play just to talk in the community. Like there's 100%. A lot of not, like people who are not like hardcore and I'd be like, they'll be like, no, I just get on, I collect monsters and I talk with my friends. I'm like, you do that every day? And they're like, yeah. And I go, I could tell you how many times I've actually used the in-game chat. It's not a thing I do. I'm not an in-game chatter. I'm like, I'm here to beat breaks. Let's go. Let's go. I'm always fighting.
Awesome. So there's a social aspect, and of course there's the competition aspect that really brings people together. And like yes, there's going to be toxicity in every community, but there's just so much less toxicity in the Summoners War community, especially between content creators and such like that. I see so many collabs with so many different content creators that it's not even funny. So I mean I think that's
look at Evan and Seppi. I mean, if that's not a love story, I mean, that's like the love story for the whole community.
But I will say, Evan and Seppi didn't get together until Lightstar and I started podcasting. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Sure. We're trendsetters. Woo, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
you're welcome, world.
That is super. That's 100% correct. That Evan, Seppi, Gigi, who I gotta hit her back because she hit me up. But regardless, it is such a fun community. Like I know, like
we're very blessed in that sense. That's what's made me fall in love with the community was actually going to my first cup event, and it was the first season. I believe it was 2017. It was. It was in LA.
That was my first cup event also.
And they gave out that Jade Dragon code, which actually interesting story. That's how I got my Artemil. It came from that code because you got a light and dark scroll.
Right. And that's
well, actually, it didn't come from that one. I traded it to my guildie, and then my guildie bought me a light and dark scroll for giving him the code, and that's where I got my Artemil from. I was like,
so
what?
That's a very interesting. You bring up one of the most rare, I guess, cosmetic pieces in the game. The Jade Dragon you can only get from going to that event. And Comtua's kind of heard the rumblings, so that's why they released the Purple Dragon, which I'm rocking right now on my Elia. She's flying around somewhere on the Purple Dragon because so many people were like, hey, we can't make it out to California. Why should this cosmetic piece be only available for those? But so Comtua's heard us and they were like, here, have a purple one, which I kind of like. But that is awesome that you have a Jade Dragon for your mount. It's only way to get it was to attend, but I attended the 2017, I think it was the prelims in New York, because I couldn't go to Comic-Con that year, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go there. And I think I'm sure I've posted pictures on the Instagram for my wife and I went and we had a blast and we met we met Koopa. We met Koopa Troopa there, and I think I have some photos with him too. But he was,
Koopa.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
And I met. This was the first time I met Evan. Evan wasn't even. I don't think he was even streaming yet. But he was.
When they first were starting with Com2Us, they were like, they didn't do streams. They just did like events and stuff, and it's evolved and changed. And again, we are very fortunate because Com2Us they take a lot of time and they invest into the community itself. Kind of going back to the 2017 thing, that whole event, they paid for it. Like Actually, I think that one had like a $10 admission or something like that. But you got all kinds of swag. Like you got like a backpack, you got stuff inside the backpack, thunder sticks. Like it was like a ridiculous amount of stuff, and you got a full course meal. Like they gave you like like a meal to eat, like with drink, everything all included,
chicken
and you got to
tendies
have a good
and
time.
fries.
And it was like nobody else was doing that at the time. Like Blizzard, it was like $50 tickets, $100 tickets to get into BlizzCon, and now the events are they're not, usually don't ever have to pay for any event. I don't think they've charged ever since that one. Now they do all those same things, but they don't even charge you to come. They're just like sign up and register. What other company, like what other gaming company does that for the community?
This is a very, very solid point.
You know, that brings up the good point of MiHoYo and their first year event. Those bastards.
MiHoYo is the developer for Genshin Impact. So
yeah, I know who they are, but I don't know about that event. What?
there wasn't one. That's the point. It was just hey, we're going to give you like 2 summons.
I mean,
yay,
we're very fortunate that they do take that time, and I think a lot of the time, you know, sometimes we as the community, me too, we forget that, and I try very hard to keep that in the back of my mind and remind others too, because you know we're just very fortunate. You know, they could really just not care.
Yeah, 100%.
Collect. You know what I mean? They really don't have to do what they do. So we're very grateful to even be available to have that.
Well, I'm really curious how the how Comtois treated you as you know, being on one side being a fan, and then you know being on the other side being an actual like presenter. How and especially your first time, how was that? How, you know, describe how you were treated by Comtois when you were on the other side, I should say.
You know, I still feel the same way I did before. Like they actually. I'm just very honored and blessed that I get to even work with them and be a part of that team in any way, shape, or form. Like to be able to work with you know, individuals that care that much about the players. You know, sometimes it seems like, oh, we have this busted monster, or we have this, you know, that is a completely separate team from not anything that has to do with the community, right?
Sure.
And sometimes that fine line gets really blurred, because that's a completely separate department, y'all. Like they do balance patches and all that, and you know we report the information, and that's what's important. But in the long scheme of things, it's all been heard and it's all been taken in at one point or another. We don't always get it like instantaneously, like. I think a huge underlying thing that people always wanted was this Nat 5 forgiveness, right? Everybody like, I want this Nat 5 after XYZ summons. Like everybody wanted it. And they've always been like, no. But what did we get? Do you guys know what we got? Did you guys notice or put this together?
Oh, no, what's up?
We get a free Nat 5 X amount of days logging in and doing your dailies.
Yeah, just for doing your dailies. Yeah, 100%.
So what did they do? They gave us what we asked for. It was just given to us
in a roundabout way. Yeah,
in a different kind of way. You basically, okay, you logged in XYZ days. You did the work. You did your dailies. You put in a little bit for it. Yeah, it's not free.
Right. But you should grind a little bit for a Net 5. Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate, because it also pushes your progression in the game. You should be doing these things anyways.
Regardless.
Right? So I feel it was implemented in a much smarter and better way, but because it wasn't just put on plain paper that way, we miss these things. And again, I'm not told this stuff. This is stuff I find out for myself. I just pay attention. I try to be observant as much as I can because I care about the health of the game overall, right?
7 years, right?
Yeah, and I'm 100% against the Nat 5 forgiveness thing. I'm like, no, we don't need to give, like, you know what that would do if you could just like get a Nat 5 all the time just because, like, the people who could pay would scale even harder than they do already, right? Yeah, so it's like you guys like, and these are the free to play players asking for this, and it's like, it's a little cringe because it's like, man, that would be so unhealthy. So I'm happy that they take the time, they kind of divvy out, you know, health, whether we agree with it or not, what's healthy and unhealthy. And again, you know, we have actual regular balance patches. Tell me what other mobile game is giving us regular balance patches on a consistent basis. And it's been we could go back 4 years and be like, oh, we never got patches. Well, we do now, right?
Yeah.
We do now. I'm happy about the present. Try not to look too far deep into the past. But I'm happy for the present state of what they're actually doing with all of this stuff.
Now, one quick thing. So that you bring up the balance patches. I stand with balance patches. Like if a character is too broken, I have no problem. Like the Fire Twins, I was completely for it. I was like, yes, they are a little too good, like, and used everywhere. Like, and I mean, it's great when you have them and you're doing that, but like also it kind of takes some of the strategy and fun out of the game. So how do you feel when they balance things like that? When it's your beloved character that you've spent work on?
As a proud owner of an Artamiel, I love that monster. He's amazing. Being on the nerfing end of him compared to his former glory days, it hurts, but overall, you have to look at the game as a whole. And what they've really tried to do and what they've really been implementing is giving free players the ability to keep up with players that have been playing for 7 years, players that have been playing for 7 years and spending $10,000 to 30,000, however XYZ they've spent. You can be a new player, come into this game, pick it up, and if you try really hard within 6 months, you can be a contender. Like, and a lot of people go, oh, I can't. No, if you are farming dedicatedly, like I've seen people do it. I have friends who have come in after me. Right. And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I have like 4 quad speed runes, bro." And I'm like, "No, you don't. Let me see your what have you been doing? You on crack over here, man?" So like, it's possible. It's not impossible. Part of it is luck, right? Yeah, but I've been very lucky. I feel like on the free to play side of things, I've been very lucky. I do invest like $10 a month to the monthly pack. Because if I was playing another game, I'd be subscribing. If I was playing Warcraft, anything, right?
Now, are you talking about the $10 like doubler or the daily pack?
The $5, like the $5 daily pack, or $5 daily pack. Nice. But it refreshes twice a month because it only goes for 14 days. So I usually buy that just because of the value. I feel the value in that is the best across the board. Just because you're getting additional energy, you're getting crystals.
Help you farm more.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hands down the best thing in the game, and it secures your account because you have some kind of transaction history on it. So, like, honestly, if I was ever going to tell anybody,
a great point. Yeah,
that's a point that we tell anybody to do anything, and you wanted to support the company, because again, it is 100% free to play, and you can do that and be competitive. But ultimately, like the people who create the game, they still have to make money. The workers still have to make money. Like I want the game to survive. So of course, like to me, if I was playing another game, I've given XYZ to Sony through EverQuest, Blizzard, through Warcraft. Like, bro, please come to us. I can play this everywhere I go and I can enjoy it. So for me, that's a good value, and you're supporting the company that again is doing these events and not charging people and doing things that go above and beyond to try to keep the game alive.
Now,
transaction history. What a brilliant thing. I didn't even consider that.
Oh, yeah, because if anything ever happens to your account, that's how they find it. Because they're going to be like, oh, well, what's your account? What's your email and password? Well, they hacked it, and that ain't the same anymore. So now you got it. The next closest thing is that transaction history. So always, if you can, at least do the $5 once in your lifetime of the game.
Now, one quick thing that bothers me, and I just want to get your reading on this. If I get a triple S on a Rift Raid Beast, why am I getting a yellow or a white rune?
I don't have an answer for this.
Like that one bothers me more than
absurd.
Anything else. Like if I tried crafting determination runes when I was building my Tricaro team. I was like everything. If I got a gold rune, it was guaranteed to be flat 4 or 6 and just taunt me all the time.
I actually do feel like those dungeons haven't been addressed in a long time. Like they were made at a time when the game was kind of it was in a rough spot. It hadn't quite moved into transitioning to being of meta or like other games. It was still kind of in its own category. It didn't have auto farm. It didn't have so they were just trying to create content at that point. The game has, most certainly changed since then. They're not trying to nerf BJR5. They're not trying to nerf Trikaru, which in the past
that would gut me.
History had shown. They'd have been like, "Oh, you guys are found something consistent. Give me that. Give me that consistency. What is this?"
Yeah.
So that is all going back to them trying to create a more competitive platform for all players, not only endgame players. So all this stuff, if you think about it from a business standpoint, it all ties together. And if you are, hip enough, I'm gonna use those terms. If you're hip enough to follow the dots, you'll be able to understand and really pull it all together and be like, okay, I see you guys. You guys are making plays. Yeah, so that way the game doesn't die. We always get this big scary, the game is dying, like every 6 months. I'm like, y'all, you guys, come on, let's not do this again.
Right.
We're cycling ourselves for the same thing. The day I stop seeing any kind of balance patch, the day I see something that's just really going really rampant, we can be upset about like Hey Gang ability. We can be upset about Verd, but like those things in a sense are still needed in the game. And right now I feel like we're even like meta wise, I'm seeing a way more monster selection than I think I've seen in a long time. Like we got Malone making comebacks. We got Junos, like
Sekhmet a buff of all
Sekhmet. Like we have a lot of monster options right now, and I'm finding what I'm having the hardest time with is like, what are you gonna pick next? Like before I could really guess. Like now I usually am able to guess when the Verd is coming. That's just like when Verd is coming. I'm like, they're gonna pick Verd. But like sometimes they'll just be throwing in these really random monsters right now, and I'm really actually enjoying and appreciating that.
Yeah, look at all the 2As that are in RTA.
Yeah.
I mean, I also like that. Last year or the year before that, Veramos was one of the most used monsters in the World Championship. I mean, like for them to make
a simple mechanic change,
right, and to make one of the free first fusion monsters most people go for to be something that is still that relevant all those years later. I mean, that was just amazing.
They also did it with Jian, the Light Paladin. Like a lot of people forgot. Like, dude, she was putting in work for a minute, and Vero was the stop to that. So it was like they went from one fusion, and they were like, okay, I see, whoop, another fusion, bam, and then so you had an era of this, and then an era of this. But that's what's kind of nice too, is that you see this stuff, and it comes, and then it passes, right? It's like it's an era, right? We don't really see Gani Hathor like you'll have one person every 50 matches be like Gani Hathor. You're like, bro, that's fine. Everybody knows how to counter it now. Right. So it's continuously ever evolving, which is always nice.
Yes. I love my Hey Gang. I hope may he forever reign for stripping.
So your favorite unit and a unit that you do not have but want. Again, more Lightstar questions that he telepathically.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey gang. With a little bit of side of more. Like, I need a water stripper right now. I feel I'm very fire and wind heavy because I run like a Chiwu. I do have Laura, which is really nice because she's a light and dark unit. Yeah. But the problem is like, she has amazing base speed, but that's all she got is just amazing base speed. Like, she'll strip, but she didn't attack bar boost. She didn't pull anybody back, which means you have to put her on despair. And that's just like that's left to RNG at that point. And I personally don't like battling with RNG. I like to set up a specific comp, and I like for it to work a specific way. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
Just a little hero for those that have not had the opportunity to meet him.
Hello.
Let's go and salute to you.
He's been playing for like a while now. He plays
Really?
as well. He also owns an Artemio, so we're Artemio family around this joint.
Nice.
We got the luck.
I'm saving all my L&D for my birthday, praying that RNGesus will see fit to give me an Artemio.
How funny is that both of you and this is Lightstar's bucket list monster. That's all he's been talking about since like day one when he started the game. He was like, I can get an Archangel? This is ridiculous.
So the buddy that I was telling you guys about earlier, that is his most wanted monster. And of course, I got it. So I'm even wearing, I got.
I saw. I loved it.
And the Artemio hat. Gotta rep it.
Wow. Swag.
Most favorite monster. Most
Summoners War swag. I have precious little Summoners War swag, but that's awesome that you have not only a shirt and a hat. Like, who do I have to like knock out to get Summoners War swag on that level? Who do I have to? Do I have to beat someone in RTA? Do I have to fly to Korea? What do I got to do?
Well, you were actually close. You were right there. You were like, you saw a lot of this stuff in New York because it was all on that table.
That's true.
And they were because they did a bunch of giveaways. They gave a lot of it away there, which was like pretty much a one set of everything that they sold at the New York Comic Con.
Right.
So I was there, and of course, at the time, I was like, I'm gonna give me one of these. I'm gonna give me like I was buying it off the shelf before the customers could get it, and they're like, "Hiroshi, leave some for everybody else." I was like,
you have trucks back there. Bring some more.
I was like, I need some work shirts, man.
Right.
So yeah, it was all available and it was all for sale at the event. So hopefully going forward, they're going to find a way to be able to provide more merch to you guys. I just don't know how they are going to be doing it just yet.
Yeah, I hear you because. Who doesn't want Summoners War swag? They only give out official swag at like conventions or meetups and such like that. So
it's all been exclusive to being at an event and being there and winning it, right?
Which honestly is cool because how lame would it be if anyone could just buy these off of eBay? That would suck, to be honest.
Exactly, or just be like, oh, there's a store. Let me just go buy it from the store.
But it's exclusive when you get,
Are these gummy worms? I must know. I'm invested in Little Hero's life.
Those are definitely Swedish fish.
Ooh, good choice. Yeah, that is one of my candies of choice. I like. He's got good taste. Good taste.
I can agree. I can agree there. I love licorice. Licorice is the best.
Do you like natural licorice or like the
you like candy corn?
All right.
I do too.
Look at that corn.
You know what though? You got to eat the candy corn in the correct layer stratagem. Like,
wait, what? So there's a science to candy corn?
Yeah.
I was like, there's a trick. You surprise your best friend right now, man.
You eat each layer one at a time. Like, so it's a trick. You bite down and you remove each layer strategically.
Who taught you this kung fu?
The streets. I learned it on the streets. The candy corn streets.
He said the streets. I love it.
Wow, the streets. The streets taught you about candy corn. That is.
He had a lot of Halloween endeavors. That's what we call them today.
Yeah,
for real. So we're getting close to what we call summon o'clock. We have a tradition, especially when we have a guest. We do a couple of summons. JD the gamer gave me He gave me a bump. I think I pulled the dark sniper. That's right. When JD was on, I forget what I pulled when Nelly was on, but guess just give us good luck. So we're gonna pop a couple of scrolls.
I'm gonna hit you with the energies because I have not had. So I can summon for everybody else right now. I can't summon. Like my energy has been. All I want is a Hagang and a Moor. Maybe it's because I'm being very specific.
It could be. It could be. But I'm going to get Jameer today. That's our goal. So
that's the trick. Oh, I got that energy.
Like as long as I get another dragon, we're walking out of here with a success story.
Awesome. So, let's see. Let me just grab my scrolls real quick. But thank you so much. We're definitely going to have you on again because I definitely want to pick your brain about RTA. We're just coming up a little bit on the time.
Hiroshin, you summoned a Tyrannus recently?
Yeah, I did.
Was that your first?
Yeah, but he's just not in meta anymore. I mean, actually, with the way things have been, he might be. There's just too much stuff that puts stuff on cooldown.
He's going to make a comeback for sure. I guarantee it.
Too much cooldown monsters.
Yeah. There are a lot of those out there nowadays. That is true.
Pongs, Okanoses, Gannies, Sekhmet. Like Sekhmet now. Oh, that's a direct counter because he's just slow. She'd be like, yeah, you're not reviving today, buddy.
It was not to be. Go to the monster box and sweet talk the monster you want. Okay, well,
exactly.
I'm game for any strategy, so, let me do that real quick. Hello, Jameer. I would like to summon you if that's at all possible. Thank you. Your wings look very pretty today. Okay, I feel like that was good.
I'm gonna get. Let's see. Wait. Who don't I have? That's the real question.
You just gotta butter him up.
Who should I sweet talk? I'm gonna sweet talk one of the newer units. I'm gonna go for the Fire Totemist, just cause. My wife summoned.
You got a Cardinal?
Oh, I don't have a Cardinal.
I do.
Yeah, you might want to sweet talk a Cardinal.
Hey, let's do that.
Wait, Cardinal's good. Mine is 6-star, and he firmly protects my storage defense force.
Oh my gosh.
Should I pull him out of there? Oh, I'm sorry, Hiroshin.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some.
See, here's the thing. Like, if
we need our accounts roasted.
Yeah,
so we don't need to do some boot camp. You guys are making some questionable decisions right now.
This is exactly why we called you.
You aren't wrong. You are not
you
wrong.
Are not wrong.
I'll never admit. I like to keep my perma rook status, but I'm a good farmer. Like, I'm consistently always playing this game, so I'm always getting runes and artifacts and things that I need to improve my account. So.
That's good. That's most of the battle.
Right.
Because you can use any monsters. Like I said, they've been making it to where you can use 2A monsters. There's so many options.
Yeah.
It's having the runes to put on the monsters. That's the trick.
Yes. Amen. Have you sweet talked your Cardinal so you may summon him?
Come on, Cardinal. Come on down.
Right.
We have a space for you. We have indoor lighting. We have a refrigerator upstairs. We have 2 cats.
Well, the main question is, do you have a CP? If you have a cheat pong...
he does have a chung pong.
Cheat pong? As long as you got a cheat pong, then you want to
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You know what? He always gets every monster I've ever dreamed of having, and it kills me. I only give him luck. I retain none for myself.
Like, here's the thing. This energy goes both ways at some point. Like, it has to turn around. Because what happened is I was just minding my business, cruising along. Yeah. And I'm the Juggernaut, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the Juggernaut.
That man stole my luck. That man, he is one of the coolest friends I got. He'll deny it. He'll be like, no, we ain't friends. But we're friends, okay? And that man publicly... He publicly shamed me. He made my Arda take 0 turns in a tournament. It was just like Arda just sat there and slept the whole time. It was bad, right? And ever since then, he has summoned 3 Light and Darks. Mind you, I had 4. I'm still at 4, and this fool's now at 5. I'm like, bro, you took my mojo and you took my LD luck.
Oh, that's a twofer.
We gotta get him. We gotta get him on the show also.
Right. But I'm like, man. So right now, eventually, I'm waiting. It's got to come back. The yin and the yang.
Have you ever seen the What We Do in the Shadows show?
The what?
The What We Do in Shadows show. Oh, okay.
That sounds kind of. Oh man.
No. It's about vampires who are roommates, and it is one of the funniest shows ever. And one of them is an energy vampire. Yeah, it's very funny. Taika Waititi did a movie of it, and then they made a series. But one of them is an energy vampire where he just makes people lethargic, and it sounds like that's what your friend did. He just like sucked your energy out. Anyhow,
pretty much, but he's made me much better.
Long
I've improved
roundabout
my game.
story there.
And he's a good coach.
Excellent.
He runs a boot camp.
Oh wow! Sounds like something Lightstar and I might have to jump into.
$99.99. We're totally joking. He doesn't.
One pack? How affordable?
I'm currently in the boot camp going to work every day. Because if I don't get Guardian, they're gonna all beat me up. So
in IRL.
You guys want to join boot camp with me? I'm in training too every day. Yeah.
Sounds like an idea, Lightstar.
I love it.
We usually count down our summon sessions so we can coordinate. So I'm gonna count it down, which is our tradition here in Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War. You ready, Lightstar, to do some summoning?
Oh sure, yeah. I'm gonna summon as many times as I can to get rid of these exclusive summoning stones.
I'm gonna do some stones and some mysticals. So 3, 2,
1. You guys got it. I believe it.
Summon.
Summon. Wait, were you at the booth?
No, that's just one of my favorite songs in
oh my gosh.
Period. Were they playing that over and over?
That video was on loop on top. We had a 2-story booth, and that's
I remember.
That's all I heard for 4 days. Like, bro, I have a dance.
No! I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that song.
Oh, I like this.
And just
dance.
that dance is fire. We got a TikTok. I
just walk around doing the dance all day because that's all we heard.
We gotta get that on our TikTok. We gotta get the summon dance.
Let's see. I got a blade dancer, so I suppose
So lightning tastic.
Sure.
So we have
I think he killed it.
I mean, probably. I do kill it with my lack of.
Summon.
I mean, I bet it wasn't as soulful when you heard it on, the professional recording with the audio technician's hand in it and all.
I'm wondering if I can remix that, and so I can play it on stream without getting strikes.
Yeah.
I don't
think you're gonna get strikes for anything like that. It's usually only
blatant.
When you're listening to stuff that's on the radio.
Okay.
All right. I did really not get Jameer, so we all knew that was going to happen, though, didn't we? You know what?
Well, I got some lightning.
Just because you gave good luck to somebody with light and dark, I'm going to open one of my scrolls I've been hoarding for my birthday, just to see.
Let's set the scene up. Lightstar has been. We did an experiment on stream of I think it was 150 mysticals. Usually counts as 1 nat 5.
We kept a database of this.
We kept a database. It was super nerdy. It was
okay.
So we know
calculated out at 150.
About
125 for mysticals.
For mysticals, yeah.
But the light and dark, it's about twice that much.
Yeah. So since then, Lightstar's been hoarding his light and dark scrolls for his birthday in March, and he's going to summon all of them and hopefully get another LD Nat 5. This guy has none, but who cares? My boy has 2.
But he has none.
Oh, he has 2.
I have Sylvia and Trinity.
Oh, stop.
But I love my Sylvia, and when I've heard Evan saying, "Oh, well, Sylvia's not that good. You could have this other person," I'm like, "See, that's the people who don't have Sylvia talking, because she is
Sylvia Verd.
She is
Sylvia
incredible.
Leo, Sylvia anything, and it's just they just never stop getting turns. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting, and I love her so much.
It's disgusting.
So Pop, we'll do. How many do you want to do? Just one? Just the one?
I don't need any other. I don't need more than just one. That'll be fine. I'm sure it's going to work itself out here.
In the spirit of Hirsch and being here for the first time and hopefully more times in the future, pop that one light and dark, Lightstar.
All right, here it goes. Yes, now no lightning as predicted.
But it may be a 3-star you want, because I know there's at least 2.
No,
3-star.
It's another. That's fine.
Look at me trying to be positive.
Yeah, don't do that. There, I did a scroll just to get lightning to make it better after the fact. There, look, I got another a Chloe. Okay.
Well, I now know who gets the good luck and who gets the bad luck.
Seriously.
And remind you, true fact, I'm born on Friday the 13th. So I shouldn't be.
Wait, and you don't have any light and dark?
I have no light and darks. Been playing for 4 years.
Upset.
And I got Sylvia from a Wish, so go ahead and take that into consideration.
Got Sylvia
from a Wish. From a Wish.
Buddy.
Look at that.
I knew I loved you, Hiroshin.
Very cool. Very cool. So we're gonna close. That wraps it up for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoners War. Who are you shouting out, Lightstar? We shout out all types of unusual things.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna shout out Hiroshin. Of course. This has been super fun. This has been something I've wanted to have happen for a while. You and I have chatted from back in the day ago, and it did not disappoint. Like, I've enjoyed your streams, and this has been wonderful. I'm going to just shout out.
Enjoyed. It's been a journey. I will say that, and I'm extremely blessed and honored to just even be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I always like just hanging out with as many of the community members as I can. Everybody's always like, "Oh, you're so big." I'm like, "Bro, I'm just a little tiny guy just hanging out with his friends." I try to keep it that way. So if y'all ever catch me acting up, make sure you reel me back in. That's all I ever ask from any of my real friends. And I really enjoyed my time with you guys, and I hope to hang out with you guys more and get to know you even a little bit more.
Oh, 100%. What can you say after that? I want to give a big shout out to Rashi Boshi. All of our listeners, specifically in Australia, rocking the Townsville Suns jersey for you guys. Big shout out to Lightstar, getting A's in his classes, just knocking it out of the park, man.
Thanks, bud.
And I definitely want to shout out Top's Diner in the best.
He loves to shout out random restaurants in the greater New Jersey area that
Not against it though. Oh, can I do one?
We gotta shout out Chicken and Beer. What are you kidding me?
I was gonna say, bro, we gotta do a shout out to Chicken and Beer, Atlanta Airport. Oh my God!
So Ludacris has a restaurant in the Atlanta airport. I was lucky enough to live in Atlanta.
Beer?
Wait, call Chicken and Beer, and please.
Okay. Yeah. So we after the New York trip, waifu and I went to honeymoon in Atlanta, and in Atlanta in the airport, I was like, I don't even care what we do when we're here. I'm going to Ludacris's restaurant.
Yep.
I found it. I hunted that mofo down. It was worth every waiting minute that I had.
Yeah.
It was the last thing we did the whole trip, and it was if you guys ever have that opportunity.
Big shout. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of family in Atlanta, and I plan to visit them soon, so I will be going there 100%.
It's in the D port, okay? That's all you need to know is D2. You just take the little tram straight there, bro, and bam. I'll tell you, you got to get the rosemary tater tots.
Big shout out to Ludacris and Chicken and Beer.
I love the sound of that.
Shout out to Top's Diner in a land full of diners. Jersey's known for all of its diners. The number one, the best diner in New Jersey is Top's Diner. Tops is Tops. If I'm wrong, go there. Prove me wrong. Go there.
I think you need a little paper signed in front of you. Say, prove me wrong. Top's Diner is number one. Prove me wrong.
I will get the card. I'm not going to do that, but next time I will have their cards and their logos and address and what have you. But Tops is Tops. I'm out. I'm good. Thank you so much, Hiroshin. So appreciate it.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. To you guys, thank you for having me.
No problem.
And to the community, thank you guys, everybody.
Thanks to Pontuous also.
Can't wait to see you guys all. Love hanging out with you guys and all the future. Good luck, guys.
Absolutely. Shout out to Gigi, Evan, Seppi, the whole Pontuous crew. Yeah. Childish.
Mohawk guy. Oh yeah, love Mohawk guy.
I am the juggernaut, of course. Of course, when it's boot camp, we might have to soldier up and jump in there.
Boot camp later.
And of course, Nelly the God, who
is one of the coolest cats ever, and he can backflip. I would die.
Out of anybody in the community, I've met Nelly the most in person.
Yeah.
We just like, I'm like, yo, where you at? He'd be like, oh, I'm in this state. I'm like, oh, I'm in this state. All right, let's go meet up. We'd be like, okay, cool, bro. We close. So yeah, that guy is a legend. Love him to death. Love him to death.
Absolutely. Oh, huge shout out to JD the Gamer, also another friend of the show. You know, just like everyone that we've met and touched and talked to and played with, of course. You know, but yeah, man, this is such a great community, and we're just glad to be part of it. Lightstar, any last words? Any last shout outs?
Just everybody who joined us in chat today. Thank you all.
Oh yeah.
Great peeps. Fun conversation.
No doubt. So everybody, live long and prosper. We throw up the Vulcan signs when we're out.
Peace and long life.
Awesome.
Live long and prosper.